Good morning friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order and you can also make use of it. This is quite convenient for the study purpose. So in the last class we have seen some of the basics related to the adolescence care and almost all we have completed about 15 classes regarding adolescence health and nutrition and problems and Ayurveda interference, etc. So today we will see some of the extended parts of this adolescence care. Number one is sexual and reproductive health related problems during the adolescence. So this is also one of the major problem in the adolescence period because as this is a period of experimentation, curiosity and also eagerness and also the aggression. So this type of sexual and reproductive health related problems will be often there. Apart from that, physiologically there will be growth of the genital system and a matured genital system creates so many physiological changes which is very new for the adolescent. So he may find difficulties with coping up with these physiological changes, and that may sometimes relate to certain physical and psychological problems. So that we have to understand. Now, sexual and reproductive related health problems, especially if you are talking, one is HIV and other sexually related problems, menstruation related problems, and early pregnancy and childbirth. Okay, so these are we can categorize. One is menstruation related problems. See, sexually related problems in case of males they are not much significant except this HIV and other sexual related problems. But in female they will have so much of physiological changes taking place, female adolescent. So menstruation related problems, so there will be scanty bleeding, sometimes excessive bleeding, and the pain related to that, discomfort related to that. So that may create a lot of problems in adolescent girl. Okay, sometimes the problems related to early pregnancy. Okay, early pregnancy. So that's also issue if they married early and early pregnancy is there. And suppose in the teenage period, 18, 19th year itself, they become the mother also. Now there will be a lot of problems. Apart from that, some of the dermatological problems are there. That is acne vulgaris and hirsutism, seborrheic dermatitis, and dandruff. So these are some of the common dermatological problems in the adolescence period. Similarly, musculoskeletal injuries are also quite common, especially in the male, especially stress injuries to the ankle and wrist, maybe back pain, sports injuries, etc. Apart from that, headache is one of the main problem. Headache may be migraine type of headache, stress induced headache, or maybe sometime anemia induced headache. Okay, so we shall see one by one. Another set of the disorders in the future slides we'll see one by one. Another set of the disorders which is very common is anxiety related disorders, very common in the adolescence period. Of course we know that anxiety will be there in all the stage, but every time its presentation will be different. Anxiety is there for the neonate also, the presentation is different. Anxiety is there for the infant also, presentation is different. Anxiety is there in the old age also, the presentation is different, and similarly anxiety in the adolescence period also, the presentation is different. Many times the adolescent feels overstressed in so many ideas. He will take some ideas, some issues, and he looks overstressed by thinking upon that. The neurotic anxiety develops when there is an overreaction to top stressful event. Any stressful event, maybe he failed in the exam, or he will have some familial problem, so he will have some interpersonal relationship problem. So this neurotic anxiety develops whenever there is an overreaction for that. If you just neglect it or take it coolly, no problem occur. But many times adolescents will take it very seriously and give over importance for that, or overreaction for that, then that creates the problem. Commonest anxiety status is in the adolescence period, especially separation anxiety and school phobias. A very common commonest anxiety status is separation anxiety. Suppose for the 11th and 12th child has been sent to some coaching center where she has to stay alone or he has to stay alone, or maybe for the professional um, education after BMS, for the BMS or some other courses, he has to stay away from the home. So that creates the separation anxiety. So that is one anxiety disorder. Another one is school phobias. Maybe in the 9th, 10th, and 11th, 12th, so they may have some school phobias, and that may lead to many problems. Another important cause for the anxiety is bullying. Okay, bullying will also have much problem. Suppose somebody is bullying them, so she is little obese, he is little obese, somebody is bullying, or he is very thin, somebody is bullying. Okay, or somebody may do the what do you say body shaming, and so these are all some of the issues which create anxiety. So bullying of any type. Then change in the home, school, teachers, and attachment is more during this time. Now, attachment with particular person will be more during this time. So suppose suddenly you are going to change the home. Commonly, bullying. That means suddenly we are going to change the home, school, teachers, and etc. That means school will be changed, home will be changed, the teachers will going to transfer, or some close relatives gone away. So these are some of the issues related to the same which creates the anxiety. It is also associated with the unpleasant bodily symptoms, including the palpitation, sweating, trembling, diarrhea, muscular tension, etc. Okay, and it is also associated with the unpleasant bodily symptoms. Now, anxiety disorders mostly associated with the unpleasant bodily symptoms like palpitation is there, sweating is there, trembling is there, diarrhea is there, muscular tension is there. Okay, these are very common issues in the adolescence period. In that time, just ask them to close their eyes and take the deep breathing. That will also give sufficient relaxation. One more common problem during this problem is acne. So this occurs due to hormone androgen, and this occurs due to overproduction of the sebum from the sebaceous glands of the skin, and it blocks the pores. Sometimes there is a growth of the bacteria and may lead to inflammation. So daily bath and cleaning the face with the hot water is sufficient for this. And most common problem in both the sex is blackheads will develop. There will be development of the blackheads. Excess androgen production leads to stimulation of the sebaceous glands with excess production of the sebum. This is the issue. Okay, this is during the adolescence. We know that the pimples or what you say acne, so that will going to develop. The reason is excess androgen production is there, so that leads to production of excess sebum, and this excess sebum leads to this problem. Okay, so only thing precaution you have to take, the less oily food you can take, neem based face wash. Okay, fresh hot water. No, daily washing the face with a fresh hot water, that is sufficient. At least we have to ensure that there is no blockage of these pores. Okay, that's all. So we can apply some of the moisturizers also if you want. It is not, but in Ayurveda it is very clearly told as Padmini Kantaka or Taruni Kantaka. So as the name suggests, it is very common in the Taruni state. That means when the androgen stimulation is there, the child is into the stage of adolescence, this problem will be there because of excess androgen production. So many Ayurveda principles has been told for this. One of the best home remedy that you can follow is take the hot water and squeeze some amount of the lemon juice into it, and put a pinch of the salt and wash the face frequently. So that is sufficient to open up these closed pores, and there will not be any much sebum collection. One more problem which is very common during this period is the substance abuse disorders, which we'll go to discuss in the next class. Thank you very much.